Good day, guys. So today I'll be doing something. I'll be explaining player rules, and I'll be giving you examples of real life players to fit each role. So first, I'll be starting from goalkeeper. Look at the two goalkeeper rules here: goalkeeper and sweeper keeper. So this goalkeeper rule is just like every normal goalkeeper there is. And this sweeper keeper rule, look at it. Super keeper aims to perform two roles: standard goalkeeper, then alongside standard goalkeeper, he will sweep up balls up front wide of penalty area, initiate counter-attacking moves. So examples of the goalkeeper is a super goalkeeper is Neuer and Ederson. So let me move to fullback now. So if I move to fullback now, look at that. There's this fullback role. The fullback does his traditional defensive duties and overlapping wrong support forward players. So examples of fullbacks are people like Robertson. Yeah, this modern day fullbacks. Like a lot of new fullbacks now they play that way. So if we go to defensive fullbacks, these ones are actually they are actually carrying nowadays because it was in those days like that we used to have fullbacks that would just stay back and they won't really search for support attack. But then they might still go once in a while. Players like Sagna, they were fullback. So yeah, so an example now is this guy Aspilicueta of Chelsea. So yeah, there is the wing back too. There's the wing back. This wing back, there are people like Cancelo, um, people like they perform like midfield duties. People like Cancelo. I can't think of anyone else now. So someone like Cancelo. Yeah, there is the inverted wing back. Okay, yeah, someone like Marcelo will fit into this. Inverted wing back. Uh, so they drive forward, but they still cut inside. And when they get into the opposition final third, so they are like inside forwards, but they are fullbacks. So the defense role now. This ball playing defender. This one is just simple. Defenders that play that they don't just clear ball and they like to read everything. Yeah. Someone like Van Dijk, yeah, someone like Van Dijk is a ball playing this thing. And center back role, almost all center back. Then which other one? The sweeper. The sweeper. Yeah, the sweeper is someone like Company. The no nonsense center back. That's someone like Kelini. If you read all his messages there, you know then libero to someone like um Ramos. Yeah, someone like Ramos is a libero. So I'm coming. Yeah, so what else now? Yeah, so the DM rules. Let me bring my player here. Let me bring Kamavinga here. So DM rule I have two here. The defensive midfielder actually. The anchor man. This roaming playmaker, I don't treat as a DM role. It's more of a central midfield role. So the anchor man and the ball winning midfielder. So for the DM, yeah, if you read everything, the main duty is protect defensive line from attackers, closing them down, support creative midfielders in possession. Yeah, so someone like Rodrigo of Man City is a DM. Then the anchor man, if you read the anchor man, yeah, the anchor man main duty is to sit between defense and midfield, intercepting move, winning ball, laying off simple passes to more creative teammates. Like the best example of this is in DD. But if you know Idris Agoye of PSG too, that plays for that played for Everton, yeah, is a good example too. But Ndidi is a very good example. They don't really do much in attack, but they just sit back and win. Like they try their best to win every ball that comes between their midfield and their box 18. So yeah, the other role is the ball winning midfielder. The number one example here is Kante. Kante is like the number one example. Is like the best I can think of. So what do they do? They close our position, win balls. He also needs technical skills to help the team keep possession, fashion out chances for players in an attacking role. Someone like Kante, yeah, that's what he does. He wins ball, supports the team in attack. So especially Kante on that side, honestly, like, yeah. So we Kante sha for ball winning. Then the CM roles. Let me move Kamavinga back here. Okay, the ball winning. So the CM rules. The CM rule, yeah, look at it here. Okay, let me use Soboslai as an example. Sorry, I'm coming. The CM rule. Look at this guy now. Look at Soboslai. The okay, yeah, sorry. The CM rule. They are just like your normal average midfielders. Like that's just it. And the box to box midfielder. So one thing, like, you might confuse the box to box midfielder with what's it called now? With roaming playmaker, but they are different. So the box to box midfielder is more of a vertical player. Like, they just go to defense, attack, defense, attack. The team does not actually rotate all around them. But the roaming midfielder, like, everything happens from the roaming midfielder. So I'll go to the roaming midfielder, but let me explain the player playmaker. So deep line playmaker operates in space between defense and midfield and aims to initiate attacking move via pinpoint passes to player position of the pitch. A very good example of this is Zaka of Arsenal and Fabregas. Yeah, very good example. They don't move much. They don't move into the final third much, but they will stay back and be giving those long passes, very accurate long passes. So yeah, it's the Roman playmaker now. The Roman playmaker is like one of the major man in the ministry. So playmaker is the heartbeat of the team, driving forward with the boat to the edge attack, as well as striking back to cover defensively, always offering passing options to teammates. Roman playmaker must have physical attributes to maintain high intensity, as well as taking attributes to stamp his authority on the game. So a very good example of this is Yaya Toure when he was in Man City, when he was in his prime. So Yaya Toure. Then I would say Bruno of Man United too now, but because everything happens from him, he moves everywhere, support defense and all, but he doesn't really have the physical attributes. So, but we can still say he's a little. So I'll move to the attacking midfield roles now. So I have three here that I wrote here. So the attacking midfielder, then the advanced playmaker and the supporting striker. So the attacking midfielder operates higher up the pitch than a standard midfielder, where he fashions chances for himself and other is in the final third before opposition defenders reduces the time and space he has to make play. So someone like De Bruyne, yeah, is an attacking midfielder. Because like someone like De Bruyne, like if you give him space, it will make you suffer. Like just try your best to close him down very fast. So before people even close him down very fast, once you do the ball, he has already created a chance. So the advanced playmaker, yeah, aims to drop into holes between opposition midfielder and defense, making himself available for teammates passes and aiming to turn defense into attacking an instant. Yeah, so the advanced playmaker is kind of like opposite of a ball winning player. So someone like Ozil is a very good example of an advanced playmaker. I can't really think of any now. Most of these kind of players are actually very rare nowadays. Then, um, okay, yeah, the supporting, yeah, sorry, the shadow striker. The shadow striker aggressively pushes forward into goal scoring position as the ball moves into the final third and looks to close down opposition defenders when out of possession. Someone like Rooney, yeah, when he was in Man United, was a shadow striker. Even when he was at Everton, yeah, he was a shadow striker. So that's an example. Yeah, so the wing midfield roles, like I want I'll move these players here now. Look at these players. Yeah, the wing midfielders. Just move them here so you see. That's not actually their role. So the first one is the wide midfielder. Let me read the role so you see. See the role of a wide midfielder. Um yeah, so the wide midfielder performs defensively, attacking duties on the flank, supporting forward midfield and defense when required. The energy they generally rely on teamwork and work rate to get into just attacking position without compromising defensive duties. Someone like Asamoah of Juve. He's not in Juve anymore now, but I can't remember. He's in one Italian team like that. Someone like Asamoah is a very good example. Then this guy too, Jesus Navas. Yeah, Jesus Navas is like the best example. So the defensive winger, yeah, so if you watch Leeds play, if you read their roles here, aim to press opposition fullback, win ball high up the pitch, and hold it up for the rest of the team, drive to the byline or get a quick cross or through ball to fall. Like Leeds, almost all their wingers, like from Harrison, was the other guy, all those their wingers, they're like defensive wingers. Then yeah, another example is Quadrado. So let me move my wingers up so you see the wingers role. So I'll explain or I'm going. Okay, so the winger, that's just like your normal winger, the ones that cross. So the winger aims to beat his man on the outside and needs to be technically proficient as well as quick in order to do so. The winger hugs the touchline when the team is going forward, ready to surge into space and attack the byline. So an example of the winger is Adama Traore and Mertens. Like what they just do is they run at that flank, give crosses. They don't drive in and they don't do a lot of that. So the inside forward aims to cut inside from both flanks and run directly at the center of the Australian defense. So this one like is kind of an hybrid of a winger because wingers are actually rare nowadays. Like, a lot of wingers now is either inside forward or inverted wingers. So someone like Robin, yeah, when he was in Bayern, he was an inside. Like the perfect example is an inside forward. Mahrez too, or Man City and Salah. What they just do is cut inside and do all those out two shots. Then the inverted winger shows diagonal movement far more than the conventional winger. He will move infield, giving space for the wing backs to push forward along the flank. Yeah, so someone like Saka of Arsenal is an inverted winger. If you notice, if Saka plays with Tierney on the left flank, like, he always driving to create space for Tierney to cut inside so he can get the ball inside again and lay off passes. Someone like Mane and Sane too, yeah, they are very good examples too. So I'm moving to the final one now. This one is the striker role. So this one is like the one that's giving a lot of people problem. So the first is the poacher. This one is simple. They're just strikers that they don't do much. They just stand, wait with the last defender and try and get their goals. So someone like Chicharito, yeah, someone a good Van Nistelrooy is a good example too. Then this guy Tammy Abraham, yeah, Tammy Abraham is a very good example now that I can think of because he likes waiting close to the last defender and this thing and score. So yeah, Dominic Calvert-Lewin of Everton too. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But the thing is, a lot of people they don't really value them because they feel they are lazy and like so. Without them, the team really wins and they get a lot of goals. Like you can see them getting up to something a season and even above. So yeah, the deep line forward too. The main function is to link attack to midfield. He aims to drop deep into space and open the ball before supplying linking passes to teammates. Yeah, so the best example is Firmino. Honestly, Firmino, like they will play that striking position, but you won't see them there a lot. You think, okay, probably they are a midfielder or they are a ten, but at least after like dropping the supplying balls to the forward. Yeah, so complete forward. This one is like the forwarders that have everything, everything. So an example, a good example is Harry Kane. Yeah, Harry Kane. Then Henry too, Henry of Arsenal. So the Chukwueze now, I like using this one. Although the Chukwueze is similar to the advanced playmaker, in the end to drop into holes between upstream midfield and defense. Chukwueze does far less defensively and simply drift around looking for space when the team is not in possession. So an example of this, they are like hybrid of the advanced playmaker from what I read. Here. So a very good example is Dybala of Juventus. Then the target man, what do? They use their strength and area presence to bring teammates into play rather than relying on technical ability. They transform an average team into good one by using chef's quality to disrupt obstruction defense. So a very good example of this, Giroud. Giroud is like 100% the best example. The Mandzukic too, and Mandzukic, okay, I think he's a free agent now. The Mitrovic of Fulham too, but present recently he has not been doing so well, sha. Yeah, then the advanced forward too. Their role is to lead the line, looking to spearhead attacking moves, inspiring his focal point of attacking moves, and he requires to both score goals and create goals. Yeah, so I'll say Lacazette of Arsenal and Antonio. I can't even think of any other person now. Yeah, so the pressing forward's main duty is to put pressure on defensive line, chasing them down, chase the man down in possession, lose balls, generally stop opposition defense, having any time on the ball. In an attacking sense, it keeps things as simple as possible, preferring to bring other players into the game and create his own chances. So when at least big, he has not done so well at Chelsea. So I'll say when at this big year was a good example. These guys they're always very fast. They make tackles, they run up and down the final to try and win balls. In case there's any error, they can capitalize or supply their teammates pass. So that's all. So I just created it so that when you want to select roles, you can relate it to real life. Then select your formation because don't just choose what you see online or what they suggest for you. Like you should have an understanding of your own formation. All right now.